So I think we're just going to test out Aiko, Ayaka, and Toshiaki and work down from there. If for some reason Harbinger Horde takes longer than this week, I'm going to be quite sad with myself, but really we're just trying to do the Blue Gem Riddle, which has its own... I don't even know why I'm hitting this. I guess just in case I get Aiko, so let me just at least remember. Kathak Exquisite Taste Character Exclusive. Exquisite Taste is also going to... Why do I always get Exquisite Taste, or mostly get Exquisite Taste at times when it's not quite gonna work for the achievement I'm looking for? I don't understand, but sure, I guess, alright. And it's Kathak, so I can't run. So basically, as we do get into Kathak Exquisite Taste Character Exclusive Random Item Aiko, all you need to know is that even if we weren't Aiko, you would want to pay attention to making sure you're prepared. And I say those two in tandem with each other because it's important that you remember that you're prepared for fights. And it's harder because they're on the Exquisite Taste, but usually you don't need more than one shop, although we're forced to pick Dog Shop, so we're going to be doing a thing. Second encounter, Takshisan Light, Strength, second mystery, maybe a Charisma check? But this is another Blue Gem video, so we're just trying to survive. Well, just is a very operative, a very particular phrase for me to use. I think we're going to History Club just for giggles. It doesn't actually matter which one you pick there, but I could go Illegal Den, but since we're setting Dog Shop, nah, we're gonna go Illegal Den anyway. Who am I kidding? The reason I'm going Illegal Den is in case we don't find a weapon in the Dog Shop, even though we're supposed to be going in there for the Blue Gem. So basically, if we were on 7th Curse, this run would be a lot more lenient. But hey, Festival, Scissors, Kana, more Metamorphosis, and Flood. So I don't like this mystery loadout. Well, I mean, yeah, these two, as long as Scissors is timeline B. But we take Kana here because the damage mitigation is just too good. Also, we're gonna prepare because we get more damage mitigation for enemies that do 3 on us. Also, we get to prepare for funds. I could take a curse. I think I'm going to take a curse. I'm Aiko. And what I mean by that, for those who don't know, if you're joining me this late into the Harbinger Horror series, is that Aiko, the ability to fight encounters easier is very much appreciated. To be even more detailed about it, is that Aiko has a passive that makes her at least offensive combat actions faster, which does a lot for you. Now, getting 3 bottles of milk in a row isn't quite good for me. If this is not really 33%, like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But anywho, oh my sweet good. Okay, well, now we're just here for posterity. We'll go visit the Witch Tree again, but I promise you this is not looking good for me. But as we finally get the Blue Gem after lots of bottles of milk, we can move on. Pretty much not. This is gonna be a kick Aiko run, is what I'm trying to say. With Kana at our side, it won't be that bad actually, but I promise you, it's still looking bad. So you get an empty bottle from this. So, from drinking a bottle of milk, so we might as well just use one. At this point, we have Scissors and Flood, so we could still be okay, but we do have to also remember that we're trying to do the Blue Gem Riddle. And the one of the few house rules I put for myself here, even though I say few, it's going to affect me greatly, is that we need to do the Blue Gem Riddle during the last mystery, which by extension means that our last mystery has to be in town, otherwise we're gambling on whether or not we get a forced, or get that far in the Blue Gem mystery setup. And yeah, we see what happens. Can I at least hit 3 out of 4 kicks? Thank you. The odds are not that bad, but they're also not that great either, for me anyway. We could give some funds, you know what, I'm just gonna do it just in case. This hurts my level up. Aiko has some pretty good character-specific perks, but you know what? We're already hurting elsewhere anyway. Also, another stack of brain damage will kill me, but that's what I get for, you know, doing a video and being like, oh, this is gonna be easy, and it's not. Keep in mind, again, we do have to grind Blue Gem Riddles. For those who don't know, I might as well keep going over it for the next 2 or 3 videos as we take 2 strength of damage there. Is that we need to visit... There are 3 Blue Gem events that need to happen in order. I'm pretty sure they need to happen in order unless something has been stealth changed. But you need to first do an event at the seaside. You'll know which one it is because it'll explicitly mention. The Blue Gem also shaking in your inventory will give you hints as to where you need to go. Or a grind, in this case. After that is a school event, and then after that, last, is the forest event. But upon getting the forest event, your run immediately ends. So that is why we are adding the little asterisk. I like snapped my thumb and forefinger, which is not how I usually snap. But You get what I mean. It's a process, and you may not even get it during your run. So yes, I am making this run a lot harder than it needs to be, but that's not the worst. So actually, you know what? Funny enough, I think so. In a funny way, we take Metamorphosis last, and that's great because we don't fight the boss if we're doing the Blue Gem Riddle. That being said, we need to still do the Blue Gem Riddle. So I guess into Scissors we go. We at least get a weapon here, but let's see what timeline we're on. Basically, this is actually not a bad run to do the Blue Gem Riddle in, but you need to kind of know what you're doing. Okay, so we are in timeline B, by the way. Clap, bow 4 times. Was the mystery on the right another boss mystery, by the way? I feel like it was. Anywho, we'll take this book. It's an occult diary. We'll need that because our doom is, you know, visiting the dog shop 6 times is not normal for anyone, really. So, hey, away we go. The reason will be much appreciated when we go into Flood. Again, I feel like I forgot what the... I thought I had like 3 guaranteed boss encounters. Why do I believe that? Anywho. We can swing this wooden bat hard. The Cursed Scissors wouldn't have been a bad pick, but considering we're dealing what we're dealing with... Hey, Gambler's Fallacy, by the way. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I could throw this wooden bat. I could also throw an empty bottle here because we have. So in another way, at least all these empty bottle or all these bottles of milk will turn into 4 damage that I can throw. That's all I have to say. Take the good where it comes. That being said, we should probably take out more bottles of milk if that's going to be our strategy. And off we go. The sigil doesn't matter in Timeline B. You know you're on Timeline B because you'll have that little tab that I looked at for the Friends Diary. Again, gonna be a bit more beginner-friendly here because we are nearing the end and, you know, as we're coming near Halloween again, apparently a lot more people are looking into World of Horror and if it's a good game or not. I guess we're kind of... I mean, I'm more looking at video games kind of on the positive-negative side. Like, what kinds of players would play this game and which would not. Which can also, as we get branded here... contribute into why you wouldn't just play a game in general, overall, or why you would play a game in the case of very good games. But I will, at this point, I can't deny objectively, in my opinion, objectively, that World of Horror is kind of in a state of flux in terms of what kinds of player what kind of player you would have to be to enjoy this game. As we get clap, bow, clap, bow, clap, and to that extent, I guess the game. It is a love letter to Junji Ito, but at the same time, it does really... there is things on its own that it would not... I could see doesn't appeal, because there has been valid criticism, I believe, in terms of the game actually functioning as a game. But is it an experience that you can, you know, buy for $20 USD? I think it's $20 USD right now, right? Anywho, so yeah, $20 USD... and you'll get something out of it. It beats out some nights at the theater. Not saying that theaters are bad to go to. I'm not going to knock on theaters for that. But I will say that I would still rather buy World of Horror, even if I weren't going to play it over and over again for $20. Now, $20 is kind of even a little bit over my little comfort threshold, but it's still worth something in my opinion. Anyway, we'll gamble on this once. And then we'll move on. We don't have any more storage space. In fact, if we had hit all of those, I wouldn't have needed to do anything else. Never mind, I can just do this. Out of my way. But anywho. There was something I wanted to get back to talking about. I forgot what it was, so I guess we'll just move on and forget about it. Unless I remember, but hey. This would have been nice if I had done the Seaside Blue Gem event in the first mystery, but I didn't know what was going to happen to me, so... not much I can do about it now. That being said, why do I feel like I have more than 2 sources of damage mitigation? I don't. If you have 2, you don't need the Theologist theoretically, but since we don't have 2, I don't think we need to do this so that we only take 1 reason damage from the boss, which is very, very good. Also, oh no, I lost 2 strength because of Frostbite. Oh, that affected me. Anywho. Also, I have bad accuracy here, so I might as well do this and grab a damage researcher. That way I can kick 4 times and not feel as bad. We will be able to rest, I think, twice here, but we'll see. And then we'll move on. We grab that damage researcher, that way we get to rest more, I think. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. I feel like I was wrong. Anywho. Still, though, that beats taking 2 reason damage, and I think this saves us a turn. Especially with the power of, whatchamacallit. That's not, no. Well, that's ally attack, what the heck? Either way, that doesn't really help me here. I'm trying to figure out if I can do more. Not really, so we do this and be happy. But we can't throw an empty bottle, even though it's not doing damage to the... Well, even though the boss is recovering HP, it's like, it doesn't matter. Might as well do this. Because it's going to be damage I get anyway. I think I'm just going to save on that empty bottle unless it saves me a turn, but we're going to see. If we hit all 4 kicks, we're cool. I could trade stamina here, but I think we'll be okay for the moment. And into Festival I go, where I can rest even more. Living on a frostbite, but that's perfectly fine. We'll fill this empty bottle and move on. But I think, yeah, we have one more bottle of milk. But yeah, good to play safe here. And at least I didn't suffer for it. But into Festival I go, and yeah, all of the blue jump stuff is going to happen during the last mystery, if we even make it that far. Again, we're hoping for the RNG that is events. That's all I really have to say. That's... Event RNG is going to dictate whether or not I do the blue gem during this run. So, hey, we'll visit the festival twice, but not really much else I can do. That'll help me because, as I said, if our doom rises too high, we have to let go of the hermit. If we can let go of the hermit. That is the sound of my chair creaking because I am touching this. This is a foldable, one of those foldable look-alike chairs. So it has that spot in between the front 2 legs, and that part was broken off. So here I am. I could run from this if I so chose. We could also gamble on... we could also gamble. That's all I really have to say. We do have fast swimmer. I was about to say, why can't I do more kicks? Anywho. We'll add in the attack that does the most damage and boost it. We just need to hit, I think, yeah. Hitting one of them would have been good enough. I think if we do this and throw one of these empty bottles, we can go for a very cool kick turn. And by that, I mean... we have a very good chance of hitting every single kick here. We might as well do this. We can't fit more than 8 actions, so... Oh, wait, never mind. I don't have... What? Oh, I don't have the damage researcher. I thought I had the damage researcher. I am going insane. Well, if I die in this run, it's because of me. That's all I have to say. Keep in mind, though, that Dream Eater would have done a lot more damage if I didn't have Kana and the plush toy on me. So, hey, it helps out. Now, that being said, events hurting me is not helpful either, but... you gotta make do with what you're given. And let's find out what timeline we're on. We don't want to trade the plush toy. So, oh, because we have the plush toy, so we didn't need the damage. We didn't need the damage mitigation in Flood. I think. I'm going crazy. I was like, why do I thought I had 2 damage mitigation? I do. I'm looking at it. It's in front of my face the whole time this run, except when the screen switches. But anywho. Don't need to worry about the lighthouse. I think if I looked at it, there was no reason for me to have looked at it because, yeah, we're trying to do the blue gem riddle here. So we live or die in this last mystery. But at this point, this is back to basics, and the basics for this channel are, what is my RNG going to be like? So we're just sitting here doing the blue gem riddle. We'll inch toward the end, but really we just want to do the blue gem riddle, so I could take the coward's way out in a sense and just keep visiting the seaside. I really should, though, because I could end up doing a thing here. Now, I just wish that I could have gotten that. Oh, we don't have rest either, I just realized. So I guess we do live and die by the reason that we have, unless we can get into an encounter and trade it off, like this. That being said, I am losing reason, but for the moment, I think we can take this point of damage really quickly, but then we can, I think we can even do this. So, we're gonna even toss this bat. I made a mistake, but I'm trying to trade stamina for reason. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, I don't want to trade too much, but not much I can do about it at this point. And we should be out? Yeah. And again, we live and die. So the first blue gem event is in the seaside. The second, and you can see it kind of shivering right here, but that lets you know that you're investigating the right spot. That's kind of the game doesn't tell you anything else at all, but that's the only way you know to grind a location for blue gem events. Now, that being said, if I don't get it and I die, then I die. That's all that's really going to happen in this video. And this is why eventually we're going to reach Toshiaki. If I don't do it as Toshiaki, then we're going to do another Toshiaki run and even tweak more variables. But at some point, by the end of probably next week, if I even go that long, then... Oh, we're in Kathak, by the way, so we can't even run, I just realized. But yeah, if it takes that long, then what needs to happen... By the way, these guys are doing so much damage, is that we're going to be playing a custom character. That's what you're going to see. Anywho, I think I die here. I'm pretty sure I die here. This is one of the least favorite encounters I would have liked to run into. In fact, I do need a brace, too, on top of that. But for the moment, we'll do our best. So we can do a kick 90 here. And what happens, happens. Like, I don't know what else to say to you. I really don't know what else to say to you. Are we taking stamina damage instead? I wonder how that's announced. Missed the 90% kick, by the way, so kicks are still the bane of my existence. But for the moment, we're still getting something out of brace, so we might as well keep bracing and finding out, right? At this point, though, I think we need a desperate struggle and just gamble. So, time for the... We need to hit every single kick, so we might as well do 3 90s in a row, and we hope that we hit this 72.8%. So away we go. Okay, good. We can gobble these painkillers down, but I promise you, this is not doing well for me. That being said, I think the plush toy granted me more use here. I did save on more Doom. If I had rest, my Doom would be higher, so in both ways, it's... Oh, I did the Blue Gem Riddle at the seaside, so there's no reason for me to go there. I made a mistake. Anywho. I think we can fight you. We can't run anyway, so we have to fight you, I just realized. But, you know... We'll find out. Yeah, we have to gamble again here. In fact, I have to gamble here, and then I have to gamble next turn again to do 4 damage kicks. So, not kick 90, 90, 90 again. At this point, we're at a coin flip. The chance of hitting 6 of these is near 50%. So, and we're gonna miss because I hate you, Kick. I hate you so much. I'll see you guys later.